This story started back in '80s. To be exact, it was a fateful encounter over 3 decades ago. A teenager around 15 fell for a beautiful girl. You might have thought it was a classical love. No way. It was completely a weird affection. It happened that the lad's elder brother had drawn a picture of an unknown beautiful girl, and this lad had a crush on her, honestly. He had never felt that way so far then. It was his first pure feeling ever. At that time, he didn't know any information about her. He didn't have the slightest idea how to find her and get closer to her. So, he randomly started to search for her everywhere where possible. He didn't quit his quest during his university years and even in his adult life. He desperately tried to find her in every face of females he encountered in his everyday life. But all the odds were against him. All his efforts didn't yield any positive results. All was in vain. It was just insane as it was just an image, nothing more. She did not exist in a real life. Consequently, with these ideas, he calmed himself and lost all his hopes to ever see her in his life. Then, many years rolled by without her in sight. But so many years later, something incredible happened. You would never believe it. A miracle did happen. It was a bolt from heaven. All of a sudden, one day out of the blue, she did walk into his routine life so softly and unexpectedly. At first, he was unaware of the fact that it was exactly her. He thought she was one of the individuals he was supposed to work with for a definite period of time. However, she was completely different from other female individuals with an air of specialness and uniqueness about her. She was just standing out from the crowd. Frankly, she was the sight for sore eyes and the balm for the soul. He was really on cloud 9. Every time he saw her, he felt kind of calmness, serenity in his soul. He felt as if he had found his long-lost, long-forgotten mate, soulmate. She was radiating only positive vibes, and he was drowning in ecstasy while standing next to this lovely soul. But yet he still couldn't recall her because he had almost forgotten her image, and he kept raking through his subconscious memory to recall this beauty of a soul, but again to no avail. At last, only one incident, an impulsive feeling of jealousy, at the staff party could trigger his total mind recall. All at once, in a flash, that image of hers popped up in his mind. He was flabbergasted. It was a blast from the past. At that very moment, his whole life seemed to have turned upside down. He was exhausted, emptied out. A feeling of sadness came over him because he knew it was impossible to start everything from the ground up. Now they're tangled up in this strange cobweb of feelings. They are both pretty sure that they were meant for each other. However, they cannot step up to each other and face the reality. They're scared to death of everything. Dramas, traumas, truth, and consequences. And now, they have only two options left. Either leave it as it is and keep suffering, or radically change the whole situation. Honestly, only few people, 2 out of 1 million, are blessed to ever meet each other again, out of nowhere and after such an incredibly long time period. Therefore, once they met, they are not allowed to just act like those who walked away, not recognizing their fate.